Well, I also fucked it up because now we can't have.
Monetization.
Yep. Oh damn,
I
that was
knew
a
it.
good stream we had once. That was a great stream we had once. My generation, my. Oh, tonight's episode is called Mr. Rob DeSanctimonious, a la Mr. Bob Dabalina, if anybody's familiar with that.
Why are you bringing Bob Dobbs into this?
Because this was a funny pun.
I don't get the Dabalina.
And I don't, well, no, instead of, because his name is Robin? I bet it's Robin. You know his middle name's Dion? I was listening to that today. I think it was on MR. They were like, his middle name's Dion.
Deion Sanders.
Mr. Robin Dion the Sanctimonious.
Wow.
RDD.
I wish his name. Hold on, I can do this. I wish his name was Robert. You might want to follow along with these names. Ready? I wish his name was Mr. Robin Eugene. Wait, Udens. Yeah, Udens. That's a good one because that's Eunice. There we go. Robin Eunice Thomas Aquinas
Bob Dole.
Thomas Aquinas.
Robert Sanctimonious.
Robin Robert.
There we go. I got there. Now it's 6 letters. You figure out.
There you go.
I
I kind of had a feeling where that was going.
That would be awesome. Just so we could see it on the acronym. And he's like, that looks wonderful. And they're like, sir, pretty sure that's a slur.
When even your name is offensive.
Yeah. And he's like, what are you talking about? It's slow. It means slow in French. And it's like, yeah, it means slow in English too. Woo! Gotta get the Hitlers out right now. We're going live.
Getting intense on those Hitlers.
He's getting tense on them Hitlers.
Well, to be fair, you are talking about Ron over here. He's doing
Yeah.
the Hitlers himself.
Well, yeah, but he's doing these little baby beats. He's like, oh, it's woke. The mouse is woke now. The mouse.
No, it's not. It's
Don't come
a
to
money
Twitter.
hungry organization. Always has been.
But the mouse is woke. It's the woke mind virus. The woke mouse.
But the mouse wants money from gay people too.
Peter Thiel's the only LGBT person I like. Oh shit, we said his name. Motherfucker, there's the lawsuit. We're done for. They're gonna own Sons of Trier and then they're gonna fucking turn it into a rag.
This is Ira Glass reporting to you from Sons of Free Air.
Ben Shapiro's gonna be the new Dan Cohen, and I'm just gonna be like, oh, motherfucker. Now we gotta come up with a new name. This many years and we lost it because all we said we said the T word.
Do I get to be replaced by Jake? Do we get Jank to get replaced by actual Jank?
If I remember right, there was a point where Cenk Uygur was like, "Oh, this Peter Thiel guy is interesting for a right winger," and then like Peter Thiel did 3 things, and he was like, oh shit, oh shit, oh." And it was like, Cenk, stop praising right wingers. Like you would not have all these problems.
Well, I mean, stop praising vampires.
Yeah. Well, you're not supposed to use the V word. You're supposed to use the term life impaired.
No.
Vampire American, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I stand corrected.
It's
Yeah.
a blood disorder. It's not my fault. I gotta drink human blood.
You gotta drink human blood. Don't you see? I gotta drink human blood. Do you see? What?
I'm very, very sensitive to the sun.
The differently ensouled.
Oh,
It
Woo!
sounds like an incel.
differently.
Group.
What about differently incelled? And you only calling yourself an incel because your sister turned you down?
Sweet home in Alabama.
Squeedly beep, squeet, squeet, squeet beetle. Sweet home in Alabama. Squeedly beep, boom. Lord, I'm throwing up in my mouth. Sweet home in Alabama. Squeedly beep, boom. That was fun.
That's Mister, and so do you.
Okay, what movie gets funnier if the subplot is the main character is an incel?
Mm,
Star Wars? Is it Star Wars? Is that the right answer?
Does Star Wars get funnier if he's an incel?
I feel like it does.
Does it?
Saw?
Like, oh, okay, what if Han Solo is an incel?
I just keep thinking of John Wick.
They killed my dog. They shot my anime body pillow, my waifu. Yeah, I'm thinking I'm an incel. They shot they shot my they, they
The
shut off my
Godfather?
Crunchyroll subscription.
Like he was finally going to get laid, and then she died.
So he's like pissed. So that's why he goes on the spree. Okay, all right. I'm here. I'm feeling it. The Godfather. How would that be? You do this on the day that would be my daughter's wedding. If these women were not all whores and my mouth was not 2 centimeters too low on my face.
Yeah. Yeah. You get me. You follow.
Okay, I got there. It took me a second. Didn't say it was brilliant. I did say I would try.
Yeah.
You do this on the day that I could have gotten married if women weren't all whores.
If they were trying to be traditional women with 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 feminine values.
If women, you do this on the day that I would be getting married, if women would follow traditional 1950s Christian values. You ask me for this thing. Wait, which one's Marlon? Which one do you think is more Marlon Brando at that time? Is it one of these, or is it kind of one of these? What about this right here? What about this?
The
You
You're
do
getting
this?
it.
the sloppy tongue and slack jaw are really coming together there. I'm
You come to me and you ask me this favor, and you do it on the day of the men's rights activist protest?
Oh, I got one. I got one. Terminator 2.
Terminator 2, but now the Terminator is an incel.
The T-1000 is just really, really aggressively chasing Sarah Connor.
Okay. You know what? You lost me. You brought me back. Lost me and brought me
You
back.
hear that? It's coming.
It's coming. Sarah Connor. Sarah Connor, I have fixed the problem with my right ear. It is no longer 2 centimeters lower than my left ear. Sarah.
Now, now will you date me?
Sarah Connor, you must date me now.
I saved your life. I'm a nice guy.
Sarah, I'm not just doing a white knight. I saved you.
I'll be back.
I'll be back. And when I do, you should consider dating me.
friend zoning the Terminator.
Oh, sweetie, thank you, but
Okay.
it's not a good time for me. I need a little space. So I'm
Gotta
sorry
work
about
on myself.
the apocalypse and everything. It's just, with these machines and everything.
I know I said not even if we were the last people on Earth, but I meant it.
Yeah. Yeah, I said it
You're still
because I meant it.
There's still a couple left. I could tell.
I think there's like 4 of them left, so we're gonna have to put this off. What else would be good? The Predator seems like an incel, right?
Oh, for sure.
Okay. Okay, so it's the Predator, but instead of killing all the men, he's only hunting that one woman, and he only kills the men who get in his way of getting to her.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Did I ever tell you my theory that when they did the AVP, right? The aliens were coded as communists, and that's why they were coded as bad, but the predators were coded as fascists, and that's why they were coded as good.
No, I don't remember that one.
Yeah,
You've
look.
never told me this theory.
Oh, yeah. If you watch the movies AVP, right? What the AVP like in AVP one, the aliens are like they're chained up, they're in that basement. The predators have kept them there, and the predators send one warrior, like 3 warriors at a time, so like a rugged group of individuals to go do a trial by fire against the aliens, right?
I didn't
Well,
actually see that one.
oh, okay. 'Cause I've watched them, and they're terrible, but like they're terrible in a very
Yeah,
entertaining way.
that's why I didn't watch it.
The
Oh man,
glowing endorsement.
yeah. Well, like you gotta understand, I like watching bad movies.
I like Aliens and Predator, and even I was like, yeah, this is a no from me, dog.
This is a big no from me, dog. I cannot do this. Okay, well anyway, right? So they code them. They code them as the way they end up coding them, right? Because they make the predators bigger than predators normally are, and they code them as the hero. That's an old fascist movie trick. So what they end up doing is saying like, oh, you should, even though they're both here to kill you, right? The humans who all come from in that movie liberal democracies are supposed to side with the fascists readily against the communists, this alien force. Um, and the coding is like, yeah, the predators are bad, but communism's way worse. The left is always worse. Because, of course, how do the aliens operate, right? They're insidious, they sneak, they get into you, they take you over and change you fundamentally from what you are. Whereas the predators at least let you die as a human.
Hmm.
They don't transform you and bring you into their collective society.
A noble death.
Yeah, that's right. You get a noble death instead of the
Right
hideousness.
now,
That is common.
now I aspire to be a little chest bursty boy.
Yeah.
That's the cool one, anyway, in my opinion.
Yeah. My little teeth.
But then when you watch Aliens versus Predators 2, AVB 2, right? An alien makes its way into Colorado. And this is where it starts getting a little trippy because the first thing it does, it starts taking over like the local hunters and then stalking from the sewers, and then it starts slowly taking over um, like all the men, right? It starts converting all the men against everybody else in town, and then it starts attacking pregnant women to make more infants. Well, the predators, when they figure out this is happening, they send one lone renegade badass warrior to wipe them all out.
Why do the
All
predators care about humans in Colorado being eaten?
Fascinatingly, they don't, but they hate the aliens so bad, they are willing to not get in the way of the human resistance to them while they go attack them themselves. Which, if you look at Churchill, Churchill's stance was like, well, we shouldn't help the Nazis, but if they were to beat up Russia, that would be totally cool, and also we should help the Nazis.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was about to say, yeah, it doesn't sound like Churchill. And then you said, but also we have the Nazis, and I'm like,
Yeah.
that's Churchill.
He was like, the Germans are bad, right? You shouldn't invade France, but we really should help them beat up the Russians, and that's how we should get France liberated. We should just let that happen. Also, we should help them. Like that was his stance in the war. So like the idea is not so much that they should intervene on behalf of the humans, but since the humans are going after the aliens anyway, clearly we can just ignore them as a factor, operate around them, and even like in whether like the mother alien comes at them in AVP1, the last surviving predator arms the human black woman, which is a common fascist tactic now, right? The liberals love that one, the idea of like passing the torch on to the black women or whatever. They just fucking can't get enough of that imagery, right? With the predator being like insanely coded as like a giant white man, like a Thor or something. They cannot stop getting horny for that imagery. But in AVP 2, now he passes it on to a white man, but he's in the U.S. Like, or no, he passes it on to I think it's a Latina woman. If I remember right now, it's a Latina woman. He passes his weapon on to her so that they can blast the fucking alien and end this. Because the abomination that happens is a predator gets infected, so they create a pred alien, and
Is
that's
Thanos
that's the
is
core reason that they're offended. It would be like having a communist German. It's like that shit is an abomination.
is
Kill it.
Thanos an
Kill it with
incel?
fire.
Better dead than red, as they say.
But yes,
Is
so,
Thanos an incel?
Thanos, Malthusian.
Well, yeah, but I was wondering if that extended to incellery.
I don't think in his case, no, but pure
Okay.
Malthusian,
Oh, for sure. Definite eugenicist.
definitely.
He wants to delete half the people on the universe and then have a bunch of kids, Elon Musk style.
Yeah, yeah. We're gonna Okay, so Thanos was like, "Oh yeah, what we're going to do is we're going to create Elysium above the Earth, and then we're going to use the Infinity
It'll be
Gauntlet.
super cool.
We're going to annihilate half of the universe. That way, there's more resources for the other half. It's super cool. It's like this really cool thing I've come up with, which is mass genocide."
Oh, he's just a billionaire.
Thanos, like, why are you doing this? Because I have $1 billion and nothing to do with my time. What did it cost you? And he starts crying. He's like, $2 billion.
I'm now no longer the richest person in the universe. I'm third richest.
I'm now the third richest. I went from richest to third richest man in the universe. He's just weeping.
Oh, if Thanos sounded like fucking Jordan Peterson.
Oh. We have to get rid of them because they're mad at the crime of being. They're angry at the crime of being.
They're angry with God.
They're angry with God at the crime of being. So I'm trying to undo their pain, and yet they still insist on being rude to me and calling me butterbean biscuit and butterballs. Somebody called me Tom Turkey, and it was very hurtful. They called me Thunderdangle, Tiny Chin. So I took the Infinity Stones and I blew up half the universe. They called me Butternut Squash. Yeah. It's bad.
Jordan Peterson is Thanos. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good.
What's my background right now? That. Turn my stream off. Go, get back there. Turn my stream off, child. My kid's like, I'm watching your stream.
The kids watching the stream?
Yeah.
No internet for you, child.
Oh, no.
I have failed as a parent. It is parent. Well, now I got to go on a censored mode.
You go. You walk into the room. This is Daddy's Jordan Peterson is fucking Thanos.
I think she just heard you say the F word. I wonder how many
Oh,
F words I
sorry.
said. Yeah, see now I feel constrained. Now you feel this is all sorts of wrong. Go to bed. It's after 10. I'll take my beating from the bedtime as fascism, police. Oh,
It is fascism.
but if you send the child to bed, the child will never get to see Creepshow on HBO and never get to see B-rated acting from A-rated actors.
Creep Show was pretty dope.
Was Creepshow pretty dope?
I thought so.
Okay. I've been watching a lot of Tales from the Dark
Yeah.
Side.
Ted Danson getting buried in the sand thing, and Stephen King getting eaten by some sort of green slime, and
All right,
That
that's
was
pretty
shot,
cool.
that was shot in Pittsburgh? Huh.
Was it really?
Yeah. It says the film was primarily shot on location in Pittsburgh and its suburbs, including Monroeville, where Romero
Sweet.
leased an old boys academy, Penn Hall, to build an extensive sets for the film.
Huh.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just wild.
Yeah.
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 yeah,
Yeah. Well, you know what else leased things from the wild? The Jews.
Whoa.
I'm gonna start doing Sam Elliott now.
Way too spicy.
What, really?
Turn that down.
That was the thing?
No, for me it was the blood libel earlier, but sure.
Oh, Dan's doing blood libel again. I need to call my attorney.
I don't
Oh
know if I'm allowed to
no.
participate in
I
this.
Why does he make me come back? Why? Why does he do this to me? Oh man, I do love messing with you guys. That was my original. You know what? I'll tell you what. I'll let you in on a big secret. My original plan was just to do Pokemon tonight. Just bring up Pokemon and just rate them on how they look.
I thought you were gonna say the most incel Pokemon.
No, Mr. Rhyme.
Incel
Oh
mom.
yeah, for sure.
Fine.
I'm not arguing that one. I'm right.
You're absolutely right.
Where you going? Why are you leaving? I'm just making myself a box.
Don't go. My anime body pillow's in there. My ball smells like weed and cheese. That's how I like it.
Have you seen Mr. Mime's house? It's fucking weird.
Mr. Mime is weird. No, I'm talking Mr. Rhyme, the new one.
Yeah,
Mr.
that's
Rhyme?
the
There's a
yeah,
new
it's like
one?
an alternate Mr. Mime.
It's an ice Mr. Mime. R-I-M-E, rhyme.
Oh, okay. Let me pull this up. See what we're dealing with here.
Gets
Oh
more
god.
incelly by the second.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's wearing a fucking fedora.
Mr. Rhyme just goes off about property taxes all the time.
No, that's a bowler's hat. He's British. He's a fucking super filing.
He's got the British disease.
He's got a
Ooh.
cane and he's yeah. Yeah, okay, I can see that. Yeah, you're right.
he's got the British disease. He's a pedophile.
Yeah,
I assume.
Mr. Rhyme's capturing kids and bringing them up to his mountain.
And he's got dizzy eyes. They gave him dizzy eyes.
They did. They gave him the dizzy glizzy eyes.
The dizzy glizzy eyes.
Walk around with a cane that looks very broken yet phallic.
Yep. You can't make this crap up. They turned him into a glizzy. They were like, "Oh, you know what'd be great?
Kiss. He's like, kiss my mouth. No, my stomach mouth.
Give me tummy kisses, Mr. Rhyme." And you're like, "What did you say?" And it's like, "Mr. Rhyme." Did you say give me tummy kisses? Mr. Rhyme? Give me tummy kisses.
Oh, I gotta see this on Bulbapedia. What the fuck the facts they say about this motherfucker?
I don't want to know. I'm gonna tell you right now. If you have an answer, just don't present it. Just keep it to yourself. That's just you knowledge. You don't have to share.
That's funny. They made him ice type, the most worthless of all the types.
I don't know. It kills dragons. It kills grass Pokemon.
Yeah, nothing else kills grass Pokemon. Okay.
I like how you're gonna say dragons, and then you're like grass Pokemon.
Well, I
I,
mean, Gen 1, the dragons were OP, but
yeah.
afterwards they kind of balanced it out.
Maybe this shouldn't be the most broken type ever. People aren't having fun with our game for children.
No, instead we'll make the fairies broken.
That they were trying to be nice to the LGBTQ community, though.
Yeah,
Were
in
they? I
Pride
feel like
Month, no less.
were they? I feel like they were just trying to sell out.
They're just trying to sell out
Yeah, the kids. They gotta make the fairies super powerful for the kids.
for the kids. It's for the kids.
For the
Mr.
children.
Rhyme is based on a mime, a tap dancer, and Charlie Chaplin's iconic tramp character.
What if that had
All
been
right.
Charlie? What if that had been Charlie Chaplin in drag? Though, so when it's the tramp, it's just like a poorly dressed drag performer.
Okay.
It's like, and the whole movie is just him being like, "For $5, I'll make you feel good."
Wait, they had a whole region that's basically just Turf Island?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow, I missed that much.
Oh,
Weird.
Sword and Shield was actually really good.
Yeah, except for that whole subplot where they were trying to shut down all those Pokemon centers because of the same gender bathrooms. That one was weird. That part
That
not so good.
bizarre famous author character who keeps trying to shut things down.
Yeah. And just,
Mr. Rhyme is the mayor.
it just keeps opening up Pokemon centers for one gender of Pokemon. And then it's like, it's not
Oh,
bigoted. It's not bigoted. I made Poke Potter. And it was like, wow, they really went there. But they kept painting her in a good light. Very weird game.
Weirdly good light.
Yeah, weirdly good. They weren't mean at all to it, and I was like, I don't know, that's kind of sus, isn't it, fellas? And they were like, shut up, you knob. It's like, all
oh
right,
man, the Ponyta trans.
yeah, Transita.
Yeah.
That was the Pokemon she was mad at actually in the game. Transita.
Was she?
Yeah, it was
Makes sense.
it's Transita.
I gotta say, it looked dope though. That is a dope looking Pokemon.
Oh yeah, no, definitely. They did it really tastefully.
Yeah.
The right wing review of the game is really weird. It's like they keep putting that Ponyta in front of kids, and I was like, what are you? It's a Ponyta. It's for children. They're like they
It's
keep
a it's
having to
a
clop at
it's
books.
a it's a cotton candy colored fucking unicorn. Get the fuck out of here.
It's a child's video game. Jesus, you monsters.
What video game is it? Is it the fucking? Is it the Mesoamerica shit? That's
No, this is
that went up.
no, we're just talking about the Turf Isle edition of Pokemon.
Oh yeah.
I didn't know about it. I didn't play that one. I didn't
Yeah.
really hear about it. So I'm looking through the what Galarian forms of these things,
Yeah.
and we were talking about the Transita.
Oh yeah. Yeah, a lot of problematic. Really, surprisingly high number of problematic Pokemon.
Yes.
Well, I mean, it is Turf Island, so yeah. That Aztec game is Yeah, they call themselves woke, but they fucked up immensely.
Wait, it would be better if they didn't have you eat people for power ups.
There's a
Eat their heart to gain power.
Yeah.
there's a completely different development team at some other studio that's been working on a better one way longer. It has like the same theme, but it's more accurate, like as far as the way it depicts things. And when I saw the post about the one that's it's kind of looking a little slapdash. When I saw the post about that one, the guy who's developing the better one is in the thread. He's like, "Fuck this dog shit. You straight stole my shit. Fuck you." Like,
Well, they're gonna try to gamify everything, and the more you like try to just rip from other cultures, like the more you're gonna run into like, did I do something wrong here? No,
right. Like,
it's the children who are wrong.
That's
almost
right.
almost any element of the game mechanics of this thing is like just strikes me as a little off. Like, okay, what are you gonna do? Like, instead of a time limit, is it gonna be how long before you catch the pox from the fucking bearded Spanish scum that are infesting your country? Like, because that's what's really gonna happen. You're not gonna get killed by conquistadors. You're eventually just gonna catch one of their horrific European diseases that they have from living in a fucking ossuary or having their house built on top of fucking fucking geological layers of fucking graveyards and shit. Like that's what's really gonna happen. That's what happened.
Yeah, it's gonna be a cool gameplay mechanic where you have to survive European plagues that you have never encountered. It's woke.
You can't see.
Yeah, we tried to really get into the misery.
Yeah, they're gonna do a quick time event where you just have to button mash. That's it. That's how you withstand the plague. Is you just button mash.
It's just a coughing fit, though. It's just you hacking your lungs out. That's all the game mechanic is. You're like coughing from like smallpox or bubonic plague. You're just hacking your lungs out, and you like have to mash B not to keel over dead right there, and it happens every 10 minutes. They're like, it's based. It's anti-woke. This is real history.
Real history. They steal the corn and don't know how to process it, and everybody gets sick and dies.
Yeah. Excuse me.
No.
They
Fatal
call it.
pellagra.
Excuse me. They call it maize.
But no, Pokemon, man. Pokemon has a bad track record. Let me think. Okay.
Yeah,
Obviously,
where is my African Pokemon? They went They
Dude,
got like 5 areas, and none of them. How are you gonna get Portugal before you get anywhere remotely close to Africa?
do you really want them to do Africa though? Have you thought
Yeah,
through where
you're
that's
right.
gonna
You're
end
right.
up?
You're right. I seen Jinx. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. I'm not saying this to be mean, but have you thought that statement through the whole way?
I mean, maybe I think it'd be pretty based if it was the Persona team.
I'll say this, it would go better. It would definitely go better. But I don't know if I want them risking it, man. Jinx that is a fucking nightmare and a half.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot about
You
that
got-
one. That was
you got-
oof.
you got Jinx. You got what were they saying? The one little guy looks like a dick.
Yeah.
You got Jinx. You got the little dick.
Well, you just got
You
Jinx
got
and PP.
I don't know. I don't know which one you're talking about. That's crazy.
he's a guy that I think he used to be called Diglett. Maybe he still is.
No, now it's Wiglet.
Oh, Wiglet.
Oh, Wiglet. Oh no.
Yeah, he looks a lot
Fix
like
that
a wiener
problem.
because he's pink.
That's the white version of Diglett. Oh,
Yeah.
it is. It is. Oh
And
my
again,
god. It's so
let's
phallic.
go. Let's
It's
go
got
back.
a curve. It's got a curve, and the
Now-
mouth is.
Let's take a step back for a second and rethink that statement. Why didn't they do Africa? Do you want the end form of that one? We already have Wiglet.
Yeah, no. They don't have Diglett.
That
I mean, like-
definitely just got us demonetized.
Yeah, for sure.
We were
Futurama-
monetized. What?
Now that we are demonetized, I'm going to use a slur that's popular in New Zealand still. Futurama basically had a fucking gollywog on there for like, a few seasons.
Wait, what?
Okay, like early episodes of Futurama, the little tiny round dude that like eats stuff he used to look a lot like the
Nibbler?
original Jinx.
Nibbler.
You mean Nibbler?
Yeah. I don't think his original name was Nibbler either. But
No, it
This
was.
is-
When they first introduced him, he was Nibbler.
did so you're saying this guy doesn't resemble a gollywog at all?
I'm not.
I don't think so.
What is a
Oh, damn it.
gollywog?
Oh
You've never
no,
seen a
my bad.
gollywog?
Now you're gonna find out what a gollywog is. My
There's,
fault.
That is a very classic racist trope.
I'm unsurprised.
Oh, good
Dr.
God.
Gordon Peterson is the only
You coulda
the
just
only
said-
cat who didn't do a gollywog.
You could have just said they did a Mr. Popo. I would have known what that was immediately.
Oh, Mr. Popo is just fucking in your face. Mr. Popo is just like balls out.
The only way they could have made that character worse if he just sat there eating fried chicken all day.
I'm the person,
Yeah.
I'm the person to buy one just to make white people uncomfortable.
Did we already, at some point on Sons of Trier, I'm sure we've discussed my favorite racist anime character, the Chinese tour guide of the Cursed Springs from Rumiko Takahashi's beloved Ranma One Half.
Okay, yes, was that anti-Chinese racism? A little bit.
A little bit.
Was he
I used to
funny,
love to
though?
quote his. I used to love to quote his lines because they're so funny, but I don't like to do his voice anymore.
Hey yo, I kid you not. The German version of Wiglet is Schligda.
Schligda.
That's the name in German.
Well, they would have really tipped their hat there if they called him Schwanzla.
Shiza.
It's a combination of Schlick. It's a combination of Schlick and Digda.
Schligda.
Fucking bad.
Yeah, but you know what though? That's not what you think it means though, because I'll tell you what, if Schwanzla would be or Schwanzda would be the one, that would be a direct one for what you're referring to, and that would be even more hilarious.
All right.
Yeah, because Schwanz means exactly what you think it means.
It's tough out there, you know? It's tough.
In the land
You know,
of
you want to
Pokemon.
enjoy entertainment, and you always are just bumbling right into some racism. It's fucking tough out there.
Oh,
It is.
tell me. You telling me about it?
Oh no, really?
No.
Okay, that's kind of a fun bit, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of a
Tell
fun
me
bit.
more about this racism.
Just a white guy who's like, "Did you know it's kind of racist out there?" Really?
I had a fucking white dude down here one time say that he felt like that if you were singing your favorite rap lyrics and you said like fella or whatever, like
Yeah.
he said he felt that was disrespectful to the artist's vision.
Funny enough, you know who's
Oh.
agreed with him? DMX.
Okay.
Yeah, DMX, yeah,
DMX agreed.
DMX would find the whitest fucking pasty ass fucking mayo boy in the front row, and he would hold the microphone in front of his fucking face.
And he would dare him.
What do I do? DMX is pointing the mic at me.
No, but
Better
DMX
do
said
something.
he's screaming at me that I'm gonna say the word. I don't know what to do here. I'm really nervous.
They reject his college application, and he's like, "I'm sorry, I was under the influence of Mr. DMX. I was fucking rough riding." You guys don't have a rough riding exclusion carved out. You guys don't have like a rough riding like.
Y'all, this is cold.
And then DMX's fans kick their ass either way.
Yes.
What was I supposed to do, you guys? He was going to give it to me. If I did the wrong thing, he was going to give it to me.
Don't you understand? What part of X gonna give it to you don't you fathom?
He had to give it to me.
that's the most tragic hip hop death for me, from a selfish perspective, because he was right here in north western South Carolina. He was right here in Lyman when he moved down here, and
Yeah.
I put it off. I put it off. I was like, well, someday, in the future, I'll have time to like go out to clubs where maybe DMX is playing, or just hanging out, and like I'll get to meet DMX. And I fucked it up. I never got to.
Nah, man, you got
Yeah.
that crack. That crack is a time bomb, man.
Yeah.
I fucked it up. A friend of ours did, which I probably also told this story 10,000 times, but she saw a guy in a parking lot that looked like DMX, and she said, "Hey, are you DMX?" And he said, "Yes."
He was very adamant that he was in fact Mr. DMX. Get over across the parking lot. We're gonna take a picture. He was hounding me to take that picture with me. He was like, "No, X gonna give it to you." And he had his phone out. And he's like, "I'll text you the picture. Give me a number."
He turns around, looks lovingly
That's
into the
what
guy's eye, and goes, "Are we fucking or what?"
that's what I asked her. I was like, "So he didn't try to make a move or anything?" She says, "No, I got the feeling he wasn't interested in white girls." I was like, "Wow, the coolest motherfucker ever. The fucking coolest."
By the way, when you get a chance, check the chat. I think that's next week's I think that's next week's picture because that is modern. That is in the style of every poster we saw in the 90s, but that is modern because of those characters in the background.
Hang on, let me see. Jesus Christ.
When your racism is so internalized, you make Mr. Popo try to look gangster.
Yeah.
No, I identify with him.
That is that picture is amazing. That is just a blacklight poster.
Great, I'm gonna do responsible shit for 5 minutes. Hang on, get this thing real quick.
Now, why would you do that? Jeez, man.
Oh my god, Mr. Popo
Why?
with backup dancer.
Why?
I can't
Mr.
stop looking at
Popo with-
Mr. Popo pictures now.
Yeah, it's not as woke as they think. To try to reappropriate Mr. Popo.
I really hope that was drawn by a white 35-year-old too.
Oh, of course, without a doubt.
Yeah. It's the teeth. The teeth make it worse. Like
Yeah,
the one
yeah.
tooth.
And like they did they don't know what to do with the mouth, so they're like they want to put a nose in there, but he's got no nose.
Yeah. This is the epitome of trash. Right here. I found it. I think I found the trashiest thing I'll ever see. And remember, we all know what I love. Don't say it because my kid might be listening. That is the trashiest thing right there.
Really?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the trashiest thing you can think of.
Yeah. Honestly,
Get him, Juniper.
honestly, yeah, that's the trashiest thing I can think of because what I can picture there is like all she needs to do is reach down into a cooler and grab a PBR. That's the only way you're gonna make it trashier.
Things from Spirited Away, those little charcoal monsters.
Yeah, I'm definitely buying that. All right, I mean that's it. I have to be a drag performer and I have to wear that. God has told me what I need to do. God wouldn't have shown me that on a Google image search for Mr. Popo without trying to tell me a sign.
Mr. Popo.
Piccolo.
It's gonna be Caribbean coded, right?
That he's supposed to be, yeah, he's supposed to be from India, but also from the Caribbean because he's a god.
Okay, like, was there because I watched Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z and everything, but like, I even had some comics when I was a kid. But like, what is there a specific reason that Master Roshi moved out to the Pacific? Is it to be with the turtles? Is it because it's the turtle style? Like, I don't recall ever seeing a scene where
It's a hermit thing.
a guy with a Japanese name is like, I'm going to go to the Caribbean and also I'm going to get a Hawaiian shirt, everything. Like those
No,
are all just elements
do
of his
that. They
design.
do that. That's the thing they like to do.
Yeah. I think it's supposed to be coded that he moves like to one of the outlying islands around the Philippines.
Move to fucking Hawaii.
So that way he can capture women more easily and there's like no government to stop him.
He certainly does. He's not as bad. Again, to compare Dragon Ball to Ranma, he is not as bad as Ranma's grandfather, but he's pretty bad. When that one girl is hanging out on the island, that's not good. Those are the Funimation, the English dub. They were very careful about changing those lines.
I think we're gonna have to have a rape off.
They
That's
can't.
what we're gonna have to
It can't.
do.
It can't be as bad as Ranma because they spend half the episodes charging up. They just don't
Yeah,
have the time.
No, but
right.
those episodes where they're not charging, where they're filling in for plot, where like they have to substitute for a
Well,
plot.
then they gotta throw in that fan service. They gotta catch up.
Yeah, that's
Well,
what
they
I
say
mean.
like I think intent goes a long way. Like, okay, Master Roshi like practices martial arts to like defend the earth and like do responsible martial artist shit, and then he's a fucking pervert on the side, right?
Yeah.
But Ranma's grandfather specifically learned ninjutsu so he could sneak around and do pervert shit. Like that was his goal from jump. That's why, he always like whenever time they open a drawer, he pops out and there's panties flying everywhere and shit.
See,
Like
I
he was already
respect that. Like,
yes.
why go sidelong into the pervery? Like, why not
Yeah.
just make that your mission in the first place?
We briefly hit this on Mindful Wellness the other week when Lee was talking about when they were young and partying and shit. There was a guy that was just openly like,
Yeah.
I'll pay you for pictures of you in your underwear. Like, as soon as you
You're,
turn
you're,
18, come on over to my house. I'm gonna photograph you and
Oh.
tell you what.
you're
Like,
not supposed to go full on fan service. Come on, guys.
Oh.
Come on. You gotta mask it a little bit.
hang on, is this posted? Let me see. Hang on. Oh, look, it's Mr. Popo panties. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Like I said, that is the trashiest thing I've ever seen because it's a racist face right on the butt, with the cheeks, of course, supposed to being like the butt cheeks.
Right.
Like it's supposed to be cute.
I don't like the
Yeah.
implication of where the mouth would be either.
Right. The butt. Yeah. So pretty
It's black.
horrific crap.
It's black. It cleans up easy.
That's true.
Remember when they used to make? You remember when they used to make a big deal about Justin Trudeau's awesome collection of socks?
Oh, I thought
Uh,
you were gonna say his collection of blackface.
the blackface makeup. Yeah.
That is what I was gonna say. I was gonna say I bet he has the same company probably makes Mr. Popo socks, and I bet he has.
Definitely. My man rocking them Mr. Popo socks.
Even if he doesn't know about Dragon Ball or what Mr. Popo is, he probably just saw those and he was like, "Oh, they're cool."
Oh, those are like my Halloween costume. Eh?
You walk into his house. You walk into his house. It's indistinguishable from the Jim Crow Museum.
Yeah.
Oh God.
These are all my indigenous art pieces from North America. So I didn't know they were racist, eh?
Got some lawn jockeys.
Harlan Crow comes in like, dang, I'm jealous.
Snap, homie, this is Mad Fire 100 for real. And they're like, Harlan, you're 97 years old. Why are you talking like that? For real, Holmes?
Olms.
Oh, Holmes? Oh, yeah, he says it like that. They hated Dan Cohen because he was right. What about Lon Jock Me? And I think you know where I'm going with this, so I'm just gonna let you agree or disagree. I got there. The point is I got there.
What are you hanging the lamp off of in those?
You know. My finger.
Ayo.
Hey-oh! Ho, 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 ho.
Ho, 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 ho.
You know what else is funny? Seeing a 17-year-old comic be like, Johnny Carson was a legend. It's like, who was he? Who was he? Who was Johnny Carson? Right now, answer me. Give me one answer.
The guy my parents were fucking too when I was conceived.
Yeah.
11:30.
It's time for Carson, people. Johnny, get out there and do the bit where you're the genie.
Mhm.
It's dynamite.
Guess cards.
All cards and carbs with Carson.
Ooh. Ooh.
What?
My next card is pure bread.
White bread, you said?
White bread.
Your next card is white bread.
Carb.
Oh. Why are you counting carbs in that particular fashion?
Well, if we're gonna do the bit where I'm where I'm Carson,
Oh.
I'm gonna dress up with the turban. I'm gonna hold a envelope closed, and it's gonna just
What
have white
kind of
bread
white-
written on a card.
Sir, what kind of white bread? They call like half the breads that are just like, even slightly pale white bread. You
Hold
got
on.
like croissants and shit and baguettes and shit. There's more than one white bread here. Like you gotta be
Various white breads.
there's so many white breads, and you just say white bread. Are you talking like a fucking loaf of fucking Wonder Bread? Like what is this?
Hold on, I got a Carson bit. Ready? You ready for my Carson bit? Okay. You can't see it, but I'm putting the envelope to my forehead right now. You ready? You ready? It's
Mhm.
a word that starts with it. Then I rip open the envelope. What's a word that'll get you fired if you say it out loud tonight? And they're like, and then Ed McMahon, whoa,
That's very funny, Johnny.
very funny,
It's
Johnny.
just we
Johnny almost
we
said
don't
the end.
al- we don't always have an episode where this is a large chunk of it, but when we do, it's always such a striking reminder how easy it is to not say it. Right?
You can just
You
make
don't wanna
jokes
say it?
around it.
You could say it. Just say it.
No.
Say it.
No.
Just say it.
Stop
Say
trying to bait the four
Say it.
light-skinned people. That's not.
Say it.
This is
Just
why.
say it.
This is why the conservatives are mad at you all the time.
You know you want
Yeah.
to.
you're like tempting them.
Because that's their whole premise. Their whole premise when they accidentally say it is that it's hard to not say it.
Hmm.
But that's
Yeah.
just, in my
But it's
experience, that's
easy.
just not
But it's
true.
easy. But it's easy to kick their ass.
Yeah. Well, MJP's been drop shipping passes for years now, in hopes that more people say it in front of him.
It's got a laminated picture of the Michael Jordan Peterson Abbey on there.
Yeah. I guarantee a pass.
It's
Except it's
okay
not.
to say the word.
Except it's not guaranteed at all. It's
Yeah.
not
Yeah.
responsible for what you say.
Guaranteed
it's
to get
just
your ass beat.
It's just a trap to get white people beat up. Yes.
Yeah.
You
It's
activated
one
my
of the
trap
most
card.
It is insanely funny though how easy it is not to say that word, but you can make jokes about saying that word as long as your jokes about saying that word is like, I hate these. Like, it's so easy not to do that setup and still get a little bit of giddy thrill around being around the word. Like,
Oh yeah,
these
it's because
people
we're
are
white.
failures.
Like,
It's so hard not to say it. Why do you want to say it? It's so hard. Why do you want to say it?
Why do you feel overwhelmingly compelled to say it to the point where you're willing to risking a physical beating?
why do you object so to there being one small thing, one little footnote in all of reality that you're not allowed to do with impunity? Why
Yeah.
You
why
get to
is
do
it why is
everything else. Why is this one thing an exception?
that makes me think it might have been anything. Like, but then I don't know though. That might not be true because they do love being racist.
Yes, they
really
do.
Like, they're prickly about anything you tell them they can't do, but they're more likely to think about not being able to do that than anything else.
That is
You
the
can
thing
do
that burns
anything in
their
the
mind.
world. You can do anything in the world. What would you do? I'm being racist. Oh, okay.
I'd
Jeez.
say- you just see them hulking out. And they're like, "I'm gonna say the word."
Like, they always you think they're going to tell you about, like, they'll tell you about something Trump said during Trump, or now they'll be telling you about something they saw on Fox or whatever, and you always think it's going to be like some kind of like material pressing concern that actually is fucking their lives up, but it never is. It's always like, I can't believe people were mean to Jesse Waters for saying big booty Latina. And you're like, you can't believe that? What do you mean?
That's the thing that surprises you, is it? Okay.
You know,
All right. I guess.
they're like, remember when Trump said bing bong? People were so mad. Like, were they? Like, or did they just expect Trump to say that?
Were they waiting for
Not
Trump
gonna
to say a
lie,
certain
kind of low
word?
hanging fruit.
Mhm.
Yeah, it doesn't seem difficult.
That's like that girl who got caught saying ching chong, ting tong, ling long, and
Oh, yeah.
everybody was like, "What the fuck?" She's like, "What? I didn't say anything bad."
All I
I
said was poo poo duty.
I I showed my Asian coworker I showed him the what do you call it? I want to be ninja. Like,
Oh
because
God.
we were talking about like how much longer like that like it just like the amount of time that you have to put up with like whatever the boiled down mild racisms are, even after it becomes publicly unacceptable to do the big racisms. Like, white
Yeah.
people always find another way to like, to just keep the ball rolling, to just do like a slightly littler racism or whatever. And he was like, yeah, people don't usually talk about that it's bad for Asians, but it is. And I'm like, oh, I know. I'm
Hold on.
I'm a
Let me
scientist of
find this
racism.
thing that proves it.
Because
Wait,
it has the Asian woman, it has the Asian woman sitting right there having to listen to the whole fucking song.
Just
Like,
looking like she's gonna cry.
yes, and she doesn't stand up and kick that broad in the cooch or whatever. Like, she just has to sit there and listen to it. Like,
Yeah.
that's so bad. Like, that's not even that
Um,
long ago, that video.
no. I want to be ninja. I want to say racial slur. Say it, say slur. I wish I could say slur.
You know what's the worst about that one too? I don't
the
even.
the song. The
Well,
song's the
yeah,
worst. But it's the whole thing.
yes. Okay,
doesn't get worse.
you know what's the second worst thing about that one?
What?
I, I don't think that lady even wants to be a ninja. Like, I don't buy it.
You're like mad at the factual premise of the song. Thank you.
Well, I am. Like, what does she do for an encore? I want to be a Zulu tribesman? I don't think you do. I think you just want to do choreography where you're hurling a spear at Michael Caine. I think that's all you really want to
let
do.
let me ask you this: did you actually see the music video?
No. How the fuck? No.
Oh yeah.
Oh God. Okay, I'm
Oh
sorry.
yeah.
I made you Google Gollywog, and now you made me see an even worse version of I Want to Be Ninja. Okay, we're even. We're even. Okay.
Got your ass back, didn't I?
Yes.
Go watch that full video, see how you feel then.
I'm pull that shit up. Well, I don't know. I'm waiting till I get out of here before I pull that shit up.
Probably pretty fast.
You gotta say the word. You still gotta say the word though. Are you gonna say it?
Well,
You
I,
gonna,
I
you gonna,
would, but
you,
my
you gonna say it?
I would, but
You
my
say it.
laminated I
So
He
would, but
told us
my
to say it.
laminated official Michael Jordan Peterson pass hasn't arrived in the mail yet.
say the word.
No, I'm pretty sure I sent it out last week. I'm pretty sure you just gotta keep looking. Just
Probably
go ahead and redeem it,
Go
and
ahead and
it'll
throw
come
it
in
in.
eventually.
probably
What?
the mailman stole it. He's very racist. I'm pretty sure if he saw what it was, he would be like, "Oh, finally,
Oh, I've been waiting for this.
my
He's
time to
just,
shine."
just opening everybody's mail.
Once he sees your name on it, he's like, "Well, I think I've got what I was looking for."
Just a
He just
pass.
says,
Yeah.
he just says, "Here's your mail" in words to everybody that he delivers to for the rest of the day.
Should we actually laminate those passes and then sell them and then just be like, "By the way, this doesn't give you any right to say the word. We do not recommend actually trying this." Who keeps selling these on eBay? We're like, if you use this product as you think it's intended, you are going to have a real bad time. We recommend not doing that thing you're thinking about doing.
It's like
Yeah,
those fake scratch off lottery tickets.
They said this
Exactly.
all in the bottom in fine print.
Yeah.
It's all just fine print.
Well, no, on the front it says guaranteed N-word pass. This pass is dated for this date, and on the back it says, "Yeah, this is null and void on purchase. This is a novelty item. This engenders you to nothing.
Good
For
luck.
if you do it, good luck. It's in your own. It's your own peril."
we retain legal rights. We reserve legal rights to ownership of the video of you getting your ass beat because we're going to argue in court that we produced that as a reality TV show
Yeah.
by
And we
mailing you
put
the
Dave
card.
and we put Dave Chappelle on it.
Yeah. What?
Yeah,
Ain't
we wrote
trans.
and produced we wrote and produced a reality TV show that we knew would happen and get uploaded, and we would then claim the rights to just by mailing a guy the card.
Yeah.
That's how sure we were. That's our process for making television.
And we're damn good too. Boo,
Oh,
woo, 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 woo. Oh, we tricked them. They believed they had the pass. They believed they had the power of God in their hands.
But I'm 1/1600th black. That's gotta count for something.
It's gotta count for something. Why doesn't this work? Oh, it's a sweaty white
I was,
man grunting.
I was thinking about Jordan Peterson the other night after we got done doing the stupid space. I got out of there and we'd been talking about how the Wolverine got played out of being Canadian because they cast stupid ass Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
And then I was thinking along the lines of the classic Sons of Trier bit. Jordan Peterson discovers Halo and then has to talk about it all this time. I was thinking along the lines of that. Okay, Jordan Peterson is cast as Wolverine.
Jordan is Wolverine. Okay.
Well, he is. He's the best at what he does.
Gambit,
He is the best.
Gambit, sitting around in this bar drinking all the time is not going to advance your shadow through your persona.
It's not going to help you out getting into Rogue's panties. Believe me, I know.
You can't.
I'm the most.
You won't be able to attract a beautiful female like Rogue if you're doing anti-masculine things like sitting around drinking all the time.
You can take it from me. I'm the most dry-dicked X-Man that exists. I
Scott,
got cucked by Cyclops. How does that feel?
Scott, you smell terrible. You need to go out. You need to take off those glasses because it's not 1987. Scott, the laser beams represent your unchecked masculine energy. The glasses deny your testosterone its ability to thrive.
God, shut up before I throw some benzos at you.
Xavier put those on you because he feared your unbridled masculine energies.
Yeah. Did you ever think about the fact that his legs don't work and he's not autistic, so he's not really that much of a man, is he? Mathematically speaking, he's half. You're you could be full male, Scott, if you would just take off the glasses and see reality for what it is. And that Magneto and his inherent bloodborne Judaism is
Wow.
against the scope of God because he's not a practicing Jew. So his Judaism is sinful against the machinations of God. If you look at Juggernaut, though his skin is white, he has the powerful frame of somebody who fought in the hordes for Genghis Khan. He's clearly an alpha. And yet Magneto uses the lies to keep him down. That's why you have to take off the glasses, Scott. Be your own Juggernaut. Be your own unchecked Juggernaut, your own alpha.
Magnets, what the fuck are those?
Now, Storm and Rogue, I appreciate that you would like to go on adventures with us, but at the end of the day, your 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 double X chromosome will attract a bear, and that's dangerous for the rest of the X-Men. You don't
What?
you don't want to be a danger to the X-Men, do you? I didn't think so. Please wait while we take care of the problem. I'm getting real good at that Jordan Peterson voice too.
You really are.
I'm trying to think if
Oh
he
God,
has
it's
any
an apple. Get
familial.
down. Oh God, the Sentinels have the power of a fruit orchard. I'm powerless against them. They've negated me. Help me. Help
Jubilee
me.
said Jubilee said she was going to heal me from my sickness, but she just put me in a Russian hospital.
Jubilee, come here. I need you to count. I need your powers to counteract the apples. The apple scent is vicious to my regenerative factor. My adamantium skeleton is rusting somehow in the presence of orange juice. Help me. I thought you were supposed to be a team player. Such kind of
that's
being a
that's
dick.
that's one for sure. The healing factor. That's how he survived the near death experience. Yeah,
Yep.
that the thing where he had the benzo overdose and he was in the coma. That's Fatal Attractions. That's that whole plot.
Yes.
Where Magneto pulls his adamantium out, except it's that.
Yeah.
When I came back, I was a feral beast.
I was powerful. My masculinity secured in my heterosexuality.
Okay, Bub.
I was unto the juggernaut myself. Bub. He's just obsessed with the juggernaut all the time. You can't stop talking about him.
Any X
He
Men
calls him
thing
the Uber not.
Yeah, he calls him the Uber.
right.
He's the
There's
Nietzschean
a lot of
Ubernaut.
Nietzschean
We must
bullshit.
fear and love him.
There's a lot of Nietzschean bullshit in X Men anyway. This is working out. This bit might have longer legs than I thought
Yeah.
when I was just thinking about it last night.
Nightcrawler, have you fathomed the fact that you have to hide in the dark because of your beta energy?
Oh, beta energy, you say?
Yeah. And now Beast if you weren't blue, you'd be a real man. So think about maybe painting your skin white or failing that some sort of tan. Your lack of whiteness is hurting you. It's setting you back.
Now I know that during this particular plot, Mystique is supposed to be one of the good guys, but listen, she changes her appearance to manipulate men around her. That's not
Yeah.
acceptable in the workplace.
Why don't you go put on some lipstick too and show your true colors?
Because she's from a swamp.
They hate Mystique because she's trans.
Yeah. Mystique, we'd let you on the X-Men, but we're not sure what bathroom you're supposed to use. We're not even going to begin to play that game while I'm running the show. Logan, I'm in charge here. Oh, bloody hell you are. Bloody hell you are. Look at the ship you're running. You're letting this in? Oh, no.
Up yours, woke mutants.
Up yours, woke mutants. If you had just listened to the government, you wouldn't have these problems.
Oh.
My fight to the death with Deadpool, I realized that we were opposites. That he, the merry jester, and I, the face of tragedy, both unable to die, were destined to be locked in combat forever.
Every episode is him talking for 30 minutes, and they're like, "Logan, can we get on to running the mission now?"
They've already done like all that shit. They're just like occasionally calling him on the radio or something.
Yeah.
And he's just like,
They're like, "Oh, son of a bitch, we actually need him."
I have to clean my garage.
Excuse me, I'm cleaning my garage out of all the weakness and wokeness. I don't know if I can come assist you this week.
I have to organize my collection of cowboy hats, katanas, cigar boxes, motorcycles, and all of the stuff that Hugh Jackman Wolverine never seems to have because he sucks.
I don't think I appreciate your take on my leather outfits. They're very tight and informing because I'm very masculine. I'll be coming into battle with this Twitter suit from now on. I had it custom made for $40,000 to impress the greatest mutant of all, Elon Musk.
Musk is Legion. Musk is
Mr.
Professor X.
Senator.
Insane. So, oh yeah, he's Mr. Sinister. Yeah, that's
Mr.
better.
Sinister.
Yeah, that's way better. We are going to keep cutting the heads off of cutting the top of the monkey skull off until we can make the monkey a superior being that can serve Apocalypse forever.
Yeah, it'd be super cool.
Sinister worked for Apocalypse, right?
Yeah. I think
That was
Mr.
Sinister's
Sinister
job.
did.
Was to be like Apocalypse's like gene manipulation guy.
I just want you to know the only thing I know about the X-Men is from the TV show when I was a kid.
Well, you got the best parts.
Yeah.
You got the best parts. You got
Oh look.
a retelling.
Oh look. This is what I told you about letting Jean act like she was one of the X-Men. She had her period one time and now she's the Phoenix trying to destroy everybody.
Yeah, that's the ultimate chaos dragon.
How long have I been trying to warn you all about the Chaos Dragon? It took one time. You let her you just gave her all that power, you put her in that stupid Cerebro machine, you let her have one period, and now look at it. No, I'm not helping you. You made this mess. You clean it up. I told you what to do. She should have been cooking dinner.
He's accusing everyone of just making her think she has telekinetic powers by just encouraging her too much.
Would Sabretooth be Zizek?
Sabretooth could be Zizek. Yes. And you know, Logan, this is why.
This is why I am superior. I have given in to the urges that you deny. This is why I am superior. I'm not embarrassed of my urges to grow my nails out and have long hair.
Have you considered, Logan? Have you considered, acting like a man? Oh, I didn't. I didn't think about that. Thank you, Sabretooth.
Talk about masculinity all the time and never act like a man.
Have you ever considered taking a shower? Oh my! All right, you know what? That was a good hour. I'm proud of you, everybody.
Yeah, I think I like that one as much as Jordan Peterson plays Halo.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I think next week, you know what? I might do Jordan Peterson Batman. Just what the hell? Spoil it right now.
Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Because like we were saying when we did Like we were saying when we did Jordan Peterson Plays Halo, like
Yeah.
it was right after he did the woke moralist thing, and everybody was doing Jordan Peterson bits. But I'm sorry, whole ass internet, they weren't that good.
No.
Ours are better.
They are. They are. It just is, you can't expect everybody to have bangers like us. Not everybody is a real ass dude.
Say it. Say it.
So stop telling us to say it, God damn it. This will be the last episode of
almost
Sons
gets
of
me.
Trier at this rate.
He almost gets me every time. Like I almost did again. Almost gets me every time.
Oh, okay. You're like, no.
Wait
like-
a minute.
You know what you are? You're the robot devil, and then every time you're like, come on, just say the word. No, you're the Joker. Just say the word, Batman.
Michael Jordan, Joker Peterson.
Yeah.
I don't want to say it, but my Irish blood just starts to pump and force through my body.
Okay, what if it was like the Evil Dead though, and you just like start transforming, and then you just like you do all the knee jerks and your body locks up or whatever, but then you just look and you just say it.
Klaatu Verata.
The camera charges you, you know what I mean, and then you're just like, ah, pew!
The Ramo Cam.
Yeah,
The famous Sam Raimi Ramo Cam.
the Ramo cam.
Shout out Sam Raimi. The Evil Dead ruled. Spider-Man sucked. The fuck is wrong with you?
Oh,
Make more-
what? His Spider-Man was okay. Nope, looks like the episode's going longer to correct the record here. What in the hell is this horse shit on my watch?
Well, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. There's been some pretty spicy takes lately. There was a guy on Mindful Wellness. I don't know who he was. He just busted in there Wednesday, and he said he didn't like the Christopher Nolan Batman movies at all. He said that if that was supposed to be Heath Ledger's best role, then he might as well die. Then it's good that he did. That was rude.
That?
This rude man
Was it you?
that came in Mindful Wellness
Was
last
it
Wednesday
you?
and said it was this very rude man.
He was very rude to me. He was very rude to Heath Ledger. I couldn't believe it. I said, "Don't be rude to Heath. He's dead."
He even confused Heath Ledger with River Phoenix while he was doing the bits. He was rude and confused and had a poor memory.
Sound like a contrarian.
That guy sounds terrible.
Mhm.
Mm.
Not good.
Not bringing their best over there. When does that show go on so we know when to avoid it?
Well, if you wanna argue against takes like that, the Chris Nolan Batmans aren't good, or that Pootie Tang is objectively a better film than Friday. He said that too. I couldn't fucking believe that shit.
Whoa!
If you want to get a microphone and argue against takes like that, Mindful Wellness is a Twitter space that happens on Wednesdays after I get out of my horrible job, whenever that is. It's usually sometime between 10:35 and 10:45 p.m. Eastern. And if you get in there and we ain't gave out 10 microphones yet, you get a microphone. I don't care who you are.
Oh my God, that's what keeps happening. There's no law over there. You're not bringing your best. You're bringing all.
We're
this
just
law
trying to
shit.
scrape up enough of the worst.
Sip a tie, sip a tea.
You wanted the worst, you got the worst. Wait, that's our show's motto. Hold on.
How can you say, just 20 million drops?
I'm gonna have to rethink this now. All right. Well, while I'm rethinking that and preparing for next week and my biggest role ever, y'all have a good night and don't die.
Night, America.
Night. We love you.
Night.
Bye.
Sign your kitty on the runny kind.
Good luck. Don't let Mystique trap you with her red